Hi, sixth grade. How are you? I'm Ms Godfrey, and I am here to show you an option for your solar system project. Okay, I don't know if you've heard of Google Drawing. If you have had art with me, you've been doing it, and if you have art coming up, you're going to learn a lot about it. So let me show you how to do this. Okay, so first of all, you'll need to go into your drive. All right, so you can go through your class link and you can click on your drive. Once you're in your drive, you need to go to New. Oh, it's letting me know. Okay, New, and then click down to More, and you will see Google Drawings. That's where the magic's going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to go over Google Drawings in a very basic way. You can change your background. So in order to do that on a Chromebook, use two fingers and double click. Or you can right click, the word background will come up and you can change it to whatever color you want. So that's how to change your background. If for some reason you have a hard time with that, what I want you to do, some people really struggle with the background because of your computer. So the other suggestion I have is to insert a shape and go to a rectangle, okay? With this, you go to your corners, click, drag, and draw. And the way you change the color is up here. You see this little fill color? It looks like a paint bucket and tipping over with a little drop. Okay, so you're going to click that, and then you can also do it that way. So those are two ways to get started with the background. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look at, I'm going to go back, sorry, to the original. We're going to look at inserting things. So I have some things that you can insert. You can insert shapes. So I'm going to insert a shape, and I'm going to get a circle. Now with circles, if you just click and draw, you can make it any oval shape, okay? But it's warped, right? Let me delete that. So the way that you want to do it is insert a shape with a circle. If you want it to stay perfect, you're going to hold your shift button down, click, and drag and draw, okay? Click, drag, and draw. So now it's perfect. Now, if I want this centered on my page, I'm going to move it around. Oh, you see that red line? You see it? That means it's perfectly centered, okay? Some neat things about shapes. You can change their colors here. Change it to whatever. You can also change the border. The border color is this circle outline. When you change the border color, you can also change the border weight, meaning how thick is it. So I can make it nice and thick. And you can change the border line. Is it a solid line? Is it a dot, a dash? What does it look like? Okay, so I could change that as well. Now that I've got this circle, I'm going to change it to black. That just sort of leaves me with a line. So I had sort of done this plan on this one where these are all circles inserted. Circle, 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 circle. So the way that we're going to do that is I am simply going to duplicate this. In order to do that, you need to do Control D, or you can go to Edit and Duplicate. You see the shortcut Control D? All right, so I've now duplicated this. I can hold my Shift button, drag it a little bit smaller, do my trick where I make sure it's centered. There. Now if I click off of it, now I've got two of those sort of lines going. So I'm going to continue to do this and fill my page with all the different rings that I need. Okay, so I wound up Control D, duplicating, holding the Shift button, and putting them in. All right, making sure every time it was centered. So I got this kind of cool look here, representing all the rings. Now, if I wanted to insert planets, you have two choices. You can insert a shape. Say I want the sun. Well, how about this? This even has a fun sun shape if you wanted to be kind of fun and creative. So you can insert shapes. Remember how you can change your color, change the border color. I could change the weight of it. creating this sort of, fun sun. So that's one thing you can do. If you want to delete it, you just click your delete. So you can also insert circles. Again, you're going to want to hold your shift button down. So I could put my sun in the middle and change that however I want it. Okay, that could represent the sun. Another thing you can do with these on your color bucket, look at that word gradient. So I might give it a little bit of 3D look there so I can, also play around with that. So there's some fun things you can do. I could continue inserting all my planets around like that. Another thing that you can do is you can insert an image and you can search the web from here. So a trick that you have to put in the word transparent. Transparent. What that does, it's like it takes something without a background. So I could do a transparent sun. And I have all these fun shapes. I've got ones that look more real. So there's loads of different ones to pick from here. So you can get really creative with it. And I'm going to insert it. It's creating the image. Give it a second. A little bit slow today. It usually doesn't take that long. Okay, so I'm going to hold my shift button. I'm going to drag this down and put it in the middle. Okay. Going back to look at my previous one here. So I was mimicking the plants around. So you can look up Pluto, Venus, all the different ones. Get them in the correct space. You've got Earth down here. So let's see. Let's do another one. Insert image, search the web. I'm going to keep that word transparent there, and I'm going to do Earth. Cool. So I like this one. I'm going to insert it and hold down my shift button. I can then put it where that belongs. Now, another fun function that you can do is I can get in here and I can start to label some things. So I might want to insert a text box. And I can start to type. Now, over here is where you change your text color. And you can change the font, the size, if it's bold or italic. So I might be like Earth. Okay, and I could put a fact here if I want, some type of fact about Earth. You have several options. You can use lines. I could select a line here. I could get a straight line, an arrow if I wanted. And I could be like, okay, I want to draw a line. And I want to end it with a little point right here. And again, you might have to work on the thickness, especially if you can't see it. And you can also do the color. So I'm like Earth. There we go. That's Earth. All right, so that's a fun way to label your work. There's lots of different versions of how you can do this. If I simply look at the solar system models, and I look at my images here, I could quickly get another idea about how to do it, right? Like, so I also really like the idea of labeling it a little differently. Like possibly I want this one, or possibly a big sun and all of my planets. That can all happen in Google Drawings. So be really creative about it. See what you can come up with, the different designs, how you want to do it. And I hope you have a tremendous amount of fun with this, okay? So have fun, be an artist, be creative, and I can't wait to see these works. Oh, last thing, let me show you this really fast. You can put your name, Ms Godfrey, Solar System. You can title it, just put enter. And then if you want to send it to your teacher, you're going to go to File, Download, and you're going to download it as a JPEG. There it is. It's right there on your computer. You can turn it into It's Learning, send it to your teacher. When I open it, it'll just show, well, my computer is taking a minute, but so then let's see if I can click this open. No, mine's not working at the moment. That's, oh, there it goes. So when you open it, it'll save as a picture and you can send that Yay, love it. You can send that on. Okay, I hope you have a wonderful time. And that is it for me today.